Hello everyone and welcome back to another demo day, where today we're going to be playing a game I've actually completed but think more people should play, Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales, which is kind of like a Gwent visual story version of The Witcher, following one specific character who in lore does exist. And your actions do have consequences and you resolve conflict with basically Gwent. For the sake of it, we'll be doing Adventurer. Yeah, so you can see I completed the campaign there. And then I think this is me starting a new one before. Let's go for save slot number 3. Brand new adventure. Impenetrable fog. Impenetrable
the year
frog.
1267. War hung in the air, its scent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances, and then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, Meve, queen of the twin realms Lyria and Rivia. Know the name? Heard her beauty extolled? Justly so. Remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior, but for her persistence and courage. Where was I? As the queen and her retinue neared her capital, Count Caldwell appeared. In Meve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms. Caldwell had clearly ridden hard. Drops of perspiration dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Okay. Welcome to Thronebreaker. Hold on, X.
Hail,
Your
Your Majesty. Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
Sure did.
Yes, at its end, letters were exchanged, documents signed. Paper. Time will tell of what value. That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so.
Such as?
The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
Hold on, I'm turning it down ever so slightly. I was tempted to aggress the Joes and situation out of hand, I fear. That's fine.
Steady, Caldwell. Come now. Deep breath. All right, speak. What has happened? Be precise.
As Your Grace ordained, I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the strays' camp in the forest near Locheren. We waited for nightfall, to surprise them as they slept.
And then...
Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty. Straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
Where they presumably destroyed it.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors. That is where they station.
So the gold? All of it?
Uh-oh.
It's stolen, Your Grace, but I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I vow, if it be Your Grace's wish.
Well, yeah, I would like you to do your job.
After weeks in the saddle, Your Grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall have to wait. I must look personally to this matter. Your force, Caldwell, I will now command. You... send a herald to Hawksburn. They must prepare for the Queen's arrival. Air the rooms, dust off the porcelain. Make certain they do it.
Okay.
Do you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
So yeah, you can now basically run around and interact with stuff. And this is how you find like puzzles and otherwise, and you can build your deck and all that kind of thing. You will expand your army throughout the game, but to do so you must collect the following types of resource: gold, wood, and recruits. While on the road you can find useful items and even new companions who will support you in battle. Nice. I found gold and wood in a tree stump.
Thought it were bandits riding in.
Howdy.
Milka. They stretched her over a fire till she told them where she buried her gold.
Uh-oh. Okay, we've recruited from the locals. Nice. Anything cool? There's something down here. It's been a while since I have played, so I may be playing unoptimally. Your Majesty, it seems someone's felled an old oak which now blocks the road. Unfortunately, our wagons cannot go around it. How do you wish to proceed? Have the loggers sort the matter. Our soldiers should conserve their strength. Issue axes to the soldiers and put them to work. So I can gain wood and lose a guy, which I guess I will do. There's a sprint button? I can't remember.
Count Caldwell rode at the column's head, scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The Count's footmen, unaccustomed to escorting their queen, sought to shield her with their bodies and assumed a tight formation to do so. They were promptly knocked aside as Meve charged headlong at the bandits, brandishing her blade and bellowing a ferocious cry.
Attack! Charge!
Meve is just like, I'm getting in there. And so this is now the combat. Meve was convinced the bandits would flee to the cover of the forest upon realizing their grave mistake. After all, no ordinary bandit would dare attack the retinue of a queen. Yet the strays of Spala were of a different breed. They held nothing sacred. There you go. It's Gwen. Not the Witcher 3 version, closer, I guess, to the current Gwen version. This is the battlefield. You will play your cards on the bottom half, your opponent will play on top. Units can be played on one of two rows, melee and ranged, but remember the abilities of some cards may be different depending on the row you played them. A standard battle can last up to 3 rounds, the first to win 2 rounds wins the whole match. Players alternate their turns. During your turn you can play only one card, but you can use any number of abilities. Player who goes first in the battle is the same who initiated the battle. In this case, you encountered an ambush, so your opponent will have first turn.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
To attack the Queen? An outrage!
Strength of each unit you play adds to your army's total strength. The player whose army has the most strength points at the end of a round will win the round. Some units have armor. Armor absorbs a certain amount of damage dealt to
De
the unit.
Grace, the men await. You must lead to begin the attack.
Most cards have an ability of some kind. To learn more about it, select the card and read a short description. Additional information will appear if you press right trigger on the card. So, this damage an enemy by the number of cards on this row, including self. This gains more benefit the more cards I have played on that row, so no sense to play now. This plays a copy of each adjacent unit from my deck. I have no units down, so no benefit. So this, Lyrian Scytheman with Loyal. Loyal is triggered when the leader's ability is used. This should go down first.
There's a tighter salt of the earth they are, Your Grace. They'd follow you into fire. You need simply say the word.
Scythemen have the Loyal ability. This means that their other abilities are activated every time you use Maeve's ability. Each leader has its own unique ability. To learn what it is, just select the leader. Maeve's ability allows her to boost a unit's strength and add armor to it. She can use this ability once every few turns. To use Maeve's ability, first select her and then select one of your units. Bosh.
I shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
There we go. And now press and hold Y to end turn.
Yeah, yeah!
Okay. I guess technically this is best. And then I can always follow up with Caldwell just afterwards.
Look out! Seek cover! We are bombarded!
Your opponent's cards also have abilities. Be sure to read the descriptions carefully and adapt your strategy accordingly. Couldn't I just end my turn? I'm going to win on points.
A lesson in humility coming now. The strays took tail and run. Yes! Our victory is assured! Sound the horns! May they sing praises of this triumph for ages!
You tell him, Caldwell. After you've played all your cards, the end button will turn into a pass button. When you pass, you will not be able to perform any actions until the start of your next turn. To end the last turn of a round, press and hold Y. Player whose army has the most strength points at the end of the round will win the round. In the event of a tie, both players will receive a victory point.
Battle's not yet done. It is better to conserve our strength. Prepare for a strike that will prove decisive.
All my cards, my lovely army.
Battle formation! Protect the Queen!
Let's get the Lyrian Scytheman out there.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Should have listened to me, old lady. What have you got, buddy?
Slings, they hide well.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
We'll catch 'em all!
Okay. So if I put you here, and then I activate your ability, I can kill this guy. Well, no, I can wound him. Use the leader's ability now. You're dead, mate. Absolutely nothing you can do that would be a problem to me.
I congratulate you on your latest victory, Your Grace. The bandits stood not a chance.
There you go, crushed it.
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Meve said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road afore.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
Enough, Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
The Queen's retinue set out, cavalry in front, infantry and arbalists close behind, and, following in the rear, the bandits, bound in chains.
Take that, bandits.
I do adore this prospect.
Yes. Lyria, the
Oh, I should
pearl of
move
the
my
north,
character. Hold on.
with its hills and...
Hold on. I know you can't hear anything. I'll be right with you.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite. A spell of it they deserve.
There you go. Pitch camp by pressing that button, which on this controller doesn't exist, but I'm hoping is this. Okay, good. Camp buildings allow you to expand your army to give you access to important information. Most camp buildings can be improved in your workshop. These improvements will give you access to stronger units, thus easing your journey down the line. Enter the workshop. Here you can improve and build and improve camp buildings. To improve camp buildings, you must first collect the appropriate quantity of gold and wood. For your journey, you'll definitely need access to a regional map, but to get it, you'll first need to improve your royal tent. Upgrade your royal tent to level 2. Done. Thanks to the improvement, you now have access to the regional map, which you can open from the main game screen. The workshop itself can be improved. With each subsequent improvement, you will gain access to new, stronger units. Go to the command tent, which is this one. Wonderful. Look at my units. Delicious. Improving this building will increase your army's recruit cap, allowing you stronger units. We're just going to skip a lot of this. Deck must contain a minimum of 25 cards while not exceeding your army's recruit cap. Currently, your recruit cap sits at 125 points. To create new cards, you need a particular resource recruits. You can gain recruits at conscription posts, which are marked on the map with the helmet icon. You receive additional resources to recruit a Wagenburg card. To do so, select the card, press X, and then confirm by pressing A. Okay. Where's the Wagenburg? This? Done. Add Wagenburg to your deck by selecting the card and pressing A. Done. You can now view and create new cards, yada yada and such. What's in the royal tent? Your Highness, artisans from Grabador have prepared a new tapestry pattern for the throne room. I've included an engraving of the design. You'll be pleased with it. I hope a Cintrian lion inherited from King Coram I. Bared fangs offer stunning realism, and the ancestral sword of the Delans of Temeria appear as if forged in the very depths of Mahakam. I've no doubt it will prove the castle's largest or latest masterpiece. We eagerly await your return, my lady. Gustav Perrault, Royal Steward. A letter from King Demavend. Dear Maeve, you've my gratitude for attending the summit. What luck we did not put off meeting any longer. From what my men say, armies on the march are kicking up a veritable dust storm across the Yaruga. Come what may, remember you have my full and unconditional support, Demavend. Okay. Noted increased Nilfgaardian activity in the foothills of Amel Mountain and near Riedbrunn. Ambassador claims routine training exercise, number of troops, quality, and equipment indicate otherwise. Recommend strengthening border forces and tripling patrols along Yaruga. Strays of Spala, bandit group formed after a revolt in dungeons of Spala Castle, mainly pickpockets, racketeers, cut-purses, assassins, armed with slings, daggers, instruments of torture stolen from Spala, headsmen's axes, swords, and hammers. Cleverer and bolder than common bandits, attack heavily armed convoys, noblemen's mansions, unable to determine identity of group's leader. Okay. You can talk with your companions in the mess tent. Give them a little bit of your time, and you may just learn a secret or two. Who are you, Grey Rider? Oh, you're the statistician.
A bit of respite, Reynard.
Yes. But if you've any new orders, Your Grace, I can be ready at any...
At ease, Reynard. At ease. Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
Your concern, I most appreciate, Your Grace. But I prefer silence.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company. Delighted in conversation.
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, my lady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
I don't, but would gladly hear it.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start, not by merit, but by birth. The respect of veteran officers, both my peers and seniors, that they could not grant. Nor did I deserve it.
Okay.
To earn that respect became my driving aim. And to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched, that he failed to think through, and yet elsewhere he'd blundered like a schoolboy.
Doomed to end badly, that I dare say.
Talk of that nature could only ever result in misfortune.
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse-majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty of treason, and the noose awaited me.
Treason?
But Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently, and when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
Indeed. Though hardly sharp himself, wisdom in others Reginald both recognized and heeded.
It was then I swore two things. Firstly, never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
Okay, fair.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Maeve. Save Reynard. The old sod was right about that, at least.
Trust no one but Reynard. Got it.
I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. Truly. Alas, I've come to fear Willem might simply not be cut out to be a king, let alone a good one.
Willem is her son, for reference.
A harsh judgment, your grace. Let's not be hasty. The prince is but 16 summers to him.
And is thus fully grown. The crown he should be able to bear at his age. Yet I left the land in his care for but a few months, and look what's become of it. Bandits roam and loot unchecked.
We might yet learn of mitigating circumstances. Events beyond his control.
Would that it were so, Reynard. Would that it were so. Elsewise we must hope Ancaeus will demonstrate more wit than his brother. Though I see little chance of that either. It's time I attended to other matters.
What can you tell me about the Reapers? Should I make a workshop? I can afford it. The number of trinkets, do I want that? Mess tent, command tent, workshop. This I can make. Do I want training grounds? Gain 25 to 75 gold for every battle won. I mean, this seems pretty good. Build. Build. Okay, I need a training ground first. Can I build this? Not enough resources. Fair. Is there anything I can build? I can build this. Nice. Okay, well, I guess that's it. Remember that you can open your map by pressing Y. Yep, that's my map. And there's a lot here.
Is this what I pay taxes for? To be robbed along the high road, and in broad daylight, no less?
Yes, that is what you pay taxes for. And thank you for your service. Your army's morale can change. Neutral morale has no impact on your cards, whereas low morale lowers each unit's strength by 1, and high morale increases it by 1. The army's current level of morale is displayed by an icon in the top left corner. Changes in morale depending on your choices throughout the game. To increase it, make an offering at a wayside shrine, but remember after victorious battles, morale returns to neutral. Bosh. We are happy people. And there appear to be ghouls ahead.
Whatever is this filth?
Necrophages. Drawn here by blood's scent.
For such vile monstrosities to prowl the high roads of my realm, I won't allow it! Attack!
Meve likes to solve all of our problems with, you know, attack. Who were these travellers whose bodies now litter the roadside? They had the look of pilgrims who found misfortune after crossing paths with the strays of Spala. The bandits had slit their throats, leaving the bodies to rot under the sun. They'd likely have known the stench would attract attention flesh-hungry scavengers, thus exposing the next passers-by to a horrific death. Clearly, this realization hadn't bothered them in the slightest. A trophy is a unique type of card that you can only have one in your deck at a time. The trophy will automatically appear on the battlefield at the beginning of the match.
In broad daylight, with the heat positively sweltering. Have we to do with some manner of sorcery?
We shouldn't exclude the possibility, my lord. And great caution we must exercise.
The row is now covered in fog, which is one of several row effects you will encounter. Row effects affect all cards on a given row and can have either positive or negative consequences. Later on, you will also gain access to cards that allow you to add similar row effects.
Reynard, what is this? Some spectre? A strigger?
I can't be sure, your grace. It's the first I've seen of any such thing.
Okay. Let's put down my Lyrian Scytheman.
How, but these damn boots are killing me.
And then end my turn.
These carrion eaters. I know them. Appeared on my estate last spring, enticed by the corpses of those of my sheep that fell. Harmless at first. Until, that is, they fill their guts. Seemed to become quite powerful then.
Okay. Use your Fortitude tonic to boost the strength of one of your units. I guess this one. I might as well make him loyal.
Fearsome they look, true. But they bleed just as we do. Onward! Slay the filth!
And then I can just straight up pass. I guess not, because I'm still in tutorial.
One bolt.
Now I can.
Ah! So fortunate we routed the beasts before they had a chance to gorge.
The trophy will stay on the battlefield between rounds because it has the resilience ability. Okay, cool. In it goes.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Can I use my ability now?
Yet more come.
They fill their bellies, ma'am. This doesn't bode well. Oh no, not well at all.
Give me a target.
Look at that, I'm crushing it.
Curses. Strong as steers they've grown. And they show no fear.
Frenzied, my lady. It's bloodlust. They lose all instinct to survive, feel no pain whatever. I've witnessed this before.
Your Majesty, we must give ground. Fall back. We can't win. Must minimize our losses.
We are absolutely winning, thank you very much. Just like Meve, each enemy leader has their unique ability. Using its ability, the enemy leader destroyed your strongest unit and threw it to its necrophages as feed, which has made them much stronger.
My queen, there is no shame in ceding the field when fortunes turn sour.
Okay, so this is saying, you know, pass your turn to keep my cards for the next round. Tactical surrender. Remember, losing just one round does not mean defeat. To win the battle, you must gain 2 victory
Victory
points.
must be ours now. We shall not retreat. Arms at the ready. Attack! Look there! Yet another abomination.
Ugh, that stench. My salts. Where are my salts?
My salts. Where are my salts? Play the Wagenburg on the melee row. Cards that have an order ability can be activated manually at any time you choose during your turn, but only after enough time has passed since placing it on the battlefield. The icon at the bottom of the card will indicate when the ability is available to use. You can activate any number of cards that have the order ability. Most can only be used once, but the order ability of some cards can be activated multiple times. Fair. Okay, well.
Arbalist at your command.
Then use the Wagenburg's ability. Why don't... Hold on. Can I use this ability first? I want to give it more armor so I can do more damage. Yeah, you see, it was less effective there. Play Reynard on the melee row.
Her Majesty is...
The Wagenburg can now use its ability again. Oh, but I don't want to... I want to use my leader ability first. Alright, well technically I could pass and win, but...
Armor won't say.
Now, better pass.
The beasts hadn't a chance against us. Victory is ours.
Crushed it. My beloved, please write as soon as you reach the temple. I know only 2 weeks have passed, but my heart weighs heavy with thoughts of you. Our home feels empty without you. I hope our offering, though modest, will please the Mother Goddess. With her blessing, we shall have a child at long last. I have no doubt you'll make as loving a father as husband. Please remain vigilant and return to me soon. Forever yours, Frulka. Well, that's an oofa. Thanks for the wood, mate.
Many trees we've felled, my lady. Might you have need of them? So, take whatever your heart desires.
Done. What's 93 copper in a tree? I guess the same guy that put 92 gold there. Money! Money, 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 money! Discovering signposts unlocks the ability to fast travel, allowing you to move between them at any time. There you go. Lovely.
Lady, the masks they wear. Have you seen them? They've fangs, snouts, horns. Like a right proper nightmare.
Hell yeah. I was about to say the Spays of Strala, but that's probably why they'd be angry.
Soon, Queen and retinue arrived at Hawksburn. The men stationed there they found standing at attention, baking under the blistering noonday sun.
Your Majesty, Count Caldwell.
Stand at ease, Sergeant, and report.
The local peasants we've rounded up in the yard, Your Grace. Expect they might have lent the bandits aid. Yet our courtesy hadn't inspired them. They haven't peeped a word. Might it please Your Grace to summon the hangman? He ties a noose for them, should have them jabbering right quick.
I'll speak to them first.
Your Majesty, for the Queen to question commoners, why, it's simply not proper.
Whom for? I shan't be stripped of crown and titles for it, so no impediment do I see. Lead me to them.
Take that, Caldwell.
Bow low for your sovereign, Her Majesty, Queen Meve of Lyria and Rivia.
Ha' mercy, Your Grace. We bear no guilt, we simple folk.
Calm your hearts, we've nothing to fear.
Calm your hearts, good folk. Though your queen I may be, you are subjects, not slaves.
Meve extended a hand, the royal ring gleaming upon it. Unfamiliar with protocol, a pleb gripped it firmly and gave it a shake as hearty as a good scrub in the tub.
Hell yeah.
My, we shall be addressing one another by name afore long.
This is an outrage! Guards! Grab him!
Don't grab him.
I've
I
all in
extended
hand,
my
Caldwell.
hand.
Forgive me, Your Grace. I'm not accustomed, nohow.
Nonsense. You've a firm grip, a spry handshake, and a bold spirit I can respect. What do they call you, man?
Helmer, son of Florence.
Hey, Helmer.
Delighted, Helmer. Now understand me, man. I am in dire straits and in need of your aid. So please, answer my queries in full and forthrightly. The bandits. Whom do they follow?
Him, my lady. We seen him. No name, just an odd title. The Duke of Dogs, they call him.
My, a blue-blood thoroughbred mutt. Where are he and his hounds bound? Did he say?
That recall, Imogen? What do you name? A Gleeton or something?
Clayton. Lord Clayton. His estate lies to the south.
Sound the horns. Have the men form up. We march at once.
Milady, I'll be no higher for the Duke. He's a good man. Gave us proper brass for the welcome we gave him. Shared what grub he had.
Shut it, louts. The Queen's had her say. Your Grace, your orders. What are we to do with them?
Here's the thing. The Duke was nice to them, but the Strays of Spell have also murdered people. So, you know. How'd you leave them be?
Leave them be. The harvest draws close. Hard work. They'll have their hands full.
Oh, milady, thanks be to you, thanks be. I pray Mother Melitele watch over your kind heart.
Military.
Pray she watches over yours. Should I hear of you sheltering bandits again, of you lying to my officers, I shall return and put torch to every hut, field and orchard. Understood.
Meve set off toward Lord Clayton's estate at a gallop, her mount knocking the peasants aside as it kicked up a cloud of dust. The folk of Hawksburn spoke of the royal visit long after, albeit ever behind closed doors and in hushed tones.
Hey, it could have been worse. I'm gonna steal your wood now. Also, my troops are mad at me. Notice boards are a great source of information about what's happening. They sure are. There you go. This is the puzzle. Point of interest. Etc.
What is this, Reynard? Bandits attacking royal tax collectors. In broad daylight.
They shall pay dearly, Your Grace.
They shall indeed. And not only they. Rot has crept into Lyria, Reynard. My kingdom has been poorly kept.
Your Grace, two of the serial subjects humbly request aid. Yarplek and Wilma, they call themselves. Seems a wagon axle snapped and they need to hurry to the market. What are your orders? Some of the camp overseers have them see what can be done. A few pieces of gold should suffice. We ride on, we've no time to deal with this. I mean, we got gold to spare. And we need our morale up, so... Bosh. Hold on. Gimme. There is a cave down there that I kind of like the look of. It's like Pokemon, we'll have to find a way back. I can't remember if there is a new game plus, that it would be cool. My queen, Astray of Sparla, was found inside the dwelling. He was wounded during the siege on Hawksburn, then abandoned by his comrades. The location of their spoils he offers to share, that is, if we should spare his life. Sure, we'll take treasure. Okay. It's at a bridge next to a waterfall. Good to know. Is there a map where this would be the case? I can't think of any place where there would be a waterfall. The map is huge, by the way. Oh, maybe there? Like somewhere in here? I'm sure we'll find it. But there is a puzzle coming up.
That rumble. What is it?
Look out! Rock slide!
In a flash, Reynard leapt for Maeve, wresting the queen from her saddle. Had he arrived a moment later, Maeve would have met her fate under a massive boulder. Alas, she was not yet free from danger. The entire escarpment had begun to collapse onto the road, along with the temple wall that stood atop it. The screams of crushed and dying soldiers cast a somber shadow upon the queen, yet she needed to collect her wits and act quickly to establish control over her unit. So yeah, this is a one-round battle, and it's basically a puzzle. Some battles are subject to special rule sets, where strength alone is not enough to win. To be victorious, you must complete specific goals. On the exploration map, such battles are marked with a puzzle icon. In this particular puzzle battle, your goal is to destroy all boulders before they reach Maeve's Row.
The bluff crumbles! Fall back! Save yourselves!
Your Grace, the wagon, we can use it as cover. Forward, we must move it forward.
So put the Wagenberg in the melee row. How do I... hold on. There we go.
What now?
You're far fewer than I presumed! Summon your comrades, damn it! Chop chop! Before I reach for my whip!
So I play the obelisk on the melee row.
Obelisk, your command.
And now I can play another obelisk. Here.
Armor one.
Bang. And then this can take out the one next to... Oh, I thought I want to play my order. Yeah, Maeve just died. I wanted to play the order I had. Maybe you need to play the order first.
The bluff crumbles! Fall back! Save yourselves!
Your Grace.
Your Grace.
What now?
You're far fewer than I presumed! Summon your comrades, damn it! Chop chop! Before I reach for my whip!
Obelisk to your command.
Okay. And turn. And now play this.
Armor
and
one.
push this guy. But then that's what I mean. I want to use his order. Damage all units on the enemy's row. Ah, I should have shot this guy. Now I see what I've done wrong. Okay. I thought it was any unit. Okay. Something
The bluff crumbles! Fall back! Save yourself!
You're great.
Your Grace. Alright, you go down.
What now?
Skip. End my turn.
If I...
Skip. Down. Shoot. Skip. Okay. This.
One bolt.
Shoot. Okay, cool. Skip. And now what? This should be 5.
Give me a target.
So bang.
The wagon! Use the wagon now!
And then this goes up by 1, and then we shoot that. Not what I wanted. Obviously not what I wanted to do. Annoying. I was just trying to skip the dialogue.
The bluff!
Your Grace, the wagon. We can use it as cover. Forward. We must move it forward.
I know already. There's like a delay between any input.
What now?
You're far fewer than...
Shut up! Let me play the game.
One bolt. Give me a target.
The wagon. You...
Okay, now click that one. Done.
We've come through, Reynard. I thank you.
The walls of the temple collapsed. The buttresses doubtless damaged by something.
Or someone. There's naught we can do here. We ride on.
And there you go. I think that is a pretty good showcase of all the major mechanic parts to Thronebreaker. If you'd like to see more, then let me know. But for now, I shall see you all in the next one. Bye for now.